So Instagram is not only a great way to, you know, post awesome memories, and like if you're a photographer, you can post your pictures there to get exposure and to just have like a feed of all of your memories and your pictures. But nowadays, Instagram is like a place where, I mean, it's saturated with a bunch of fashion bloggers and lifestyle bloggers. I mean, including myself, you know, I use Instagram since I do YouTube. I use Instagram to post a lot of like outfit pictures and just more fashion curated feed, I guess you can say, or like it's more fashion related, my Instagram. And now some people's job is literally Instagram. And as you guys know, some of you might know that I love doing photography. And one of my favorite parts about photography, besides the actual art of picture taking and capturing moments, is the actual process of editing. I love editing pictures. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I used to do a bunch of like banners back in the day. And what I mean by editing is like, I don't like changing people's features or body parts or like their body shape. You know what I mean? Like some people nowadays on Instagram, I like changing the mood of the picture, the colors, the exposure, the contrast, the sharpness, you know, a little bit of grain here and there. So that's what I love doing with pictures. And in today's video, I'm gonna share with you guys how to edit your pictures like a pro. So I'm gonna show you guys a quick little crash course, the apps you need, and what to do to pretty much make your Instagram pictures and take them to the next level. And I did a video like this last year, but this is more of an updated version with newer apps. And you know how there's like a new retro trend with like, you know, pictures looking like you took them from a disposable camera? Well, I'm gonna share with you guys what app you can use for that per your request. So with that being said, let's get right to the video. I have my phone right here. By the way, before I forget, if you guys are interested, I have new items listed on my Poshmark. I'll link the Poshmark below, but it's pretty much my closet. You guys can shop my used clothing. Some of them are brand new with tags still on the shirts or jackets. I have cardigans, knit cardigans, shirts, t-shirts, a bunch of stuff. So if you guys want to check that out, I will link it below. And if you guys haven't yet, follow me on Instagram at Jairwoo. All right, so let's get to the editing process. I am going to screen record and share with you guys what I'm gonna do. All right, so first thing that I do, I always start off with Facetune just to get that out of the way. So I am going to open up a picture. You have a bunch of different options here. You can do whiten, you can do smoothing out. So first thing that I do is I like to smooth out my skin. So as you can see, of course, I don't have flawless or like freaking smooth skin, but hey, I'm human. What I do is I smooth out my skin. Now, what you can also do, I'm gonna cancel that smoothness. What you can also do for like patch right here, I look really funny in that picture. I'm like, but for patch, you can also take off like any acne. So you can move this right there and you can pretty much, boom. Or like I said, you can just smooth out the skin. I just do a quick little, you know, light little smoothing, boom, boom, boom. And then I also use the details tool, which pretty much details, it brings out any details or any features that you wanna like kind of brighten, or not really brighten, but stand out, I guess you can say. So I use this for my hair. It, you know, it makes it kind of like stand out more. So you just gently brush over the screen and the hair kind of gets a little more detail. And I also use this sometimes on my sunglasses and my tattoos. Now, don't go overboard. It can sometimes be a little too rough, you guys can see, or a little too sharp or too detailed. I don't like to go that crazy. So I just use a little light little touch to just kind of make the tattoos stand out. And then in sunglasses, let me go back to the hair a little bit. And I also like to use the details for accessories just to make them stand out a little more as well. And that's pretty much it. That's what I use details for. Sometimes you can also make your jaw stand out if you use the details tool, just like tapping it on the jaw, as you guys can see. I don't know if that helped, but, or even on the mouth. And as I was saying earlier, you know how some people whiten their background, or they kind of make it just all white? So this is what I use for that. You can use the whiten tool, and I'm not gonna use it for the entire picture, or I'll just do it to show you guys for editing purposes. You pretty much just kind of, not scratch, but you kind of do this on the screen, and it starts whitening the background and just everything. I use it sometimes if I'm wearing white shoes and they don't come across too white, they're a little bit, you know, off-white. I use that sometimes to make the shoes stand out, or in this case, like the side stripe. But I'm showing you guys just how to whiten the background. It's pretty cool. But I see so many Instagram accounts now with this. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's like everyone's doing this, which, sometimes it looks cool when you do this like white effect with the background, but sometimes it just does not call for it, in my opinion. With this, it looks pretty cool because my outfit's kind of neutral, kind of like, you know, white and gray. So it's kind of, you know, that actually looks really, really cool. And you can even zoom it in even more to get more finer detail. As I said, you can go over your shoes and just make them really white, as I just did. It's all up to you. Now I'm gonna reshape my shirt a little bit. So the shirt kind of makes it look like I have, oops, whoa. Look at that. Imagine, hey guys, what's up? So the shirt looks a little bit like, makes me look a little bulky. So I'm just gonna do a quick little refine right here. Not really much, just kind of, no, that's too much. A little refine like that. That is much better. And I'm gonna just smooth a little bit of the shirt. You can see my nipple right there. Hey there. So yeah, just smoothing out. And I'm gonna save that. That is what I do for Facetune. So you just save that to camera roll. And then what I do next is I like to do VSCO. So with VSCO, that's where it has the really cool like presets and just filters. I bought some filters, and the cool thing is that like you can basically do all of your Instagram pictures the same filter from VSCO, and it just makes your Instagram feed look really cohesive. And yeah, so what I like to use, they have so many different cool filters like you guys can see. I like to use A6, I believe, or like 810. I like using the A preset, so these right here. And I'm gonna go for this one, the A10. I just like that kind of vibe, that kind of mood. And then I go to this section where it has all the other options, like you can do exposure, you can contrast, brighten. You can also do sharpen, which I do a little bit of sharpen, just like that. It just sharpens up the edges in the picture. Save that. You can even crop your picture, adjust, all of that. And I also do a little bit of grain. Sometimes I do a little too much, not gonna lie. But yeah, grain just gives it a really cool, like old school kind of feel. But I just do like a 4 or like a 3.8. But yeah, feel free to play with this app. They have a bunch. So I'm gonna save that. Boom, boom. And then lastly for Afterlight, yeah, I'm gonna load the picture. It's already there. So what I do for this, it also has the options just like VSCO and Instagram with like the contrast, the saturation, the color. And it also has a bunch of different filters as well. But what I like to use Afterlight is for the dust effect. So it has this little, where it looks like it is a, old picture. So I like to use this right here. As you guys can see, it kind of gives it like a dust effect with some hairs and boom. It gives it that really cool feel. Just for the sake of the video, I am going to use one. I'm gonna use this one right here and save it. Another thing that I use this for is you can use light leak, or you can even do an instant film effect. So with light leak, it gives it that cool little light effect. So as you guys can see right here, you can do that, you can do that, you can do that. I think I'm gonna go with this one. It just kind of gives it like a retro-y feel to it, like instant camera feel. So I'm gonna save that, it's all finished. And that is the order and kind of like step-by-step of what I do. So let me show you guys before, and here is after. So as you can see the side-by-side of the pictures, it looks really cool, the final edited version. It just kind of, I don't know, I feel like it just elevates the picture that much more. And those are the apps that I use and what I do. So let me show you guys really quickly the other apps that I talked about. It's really cool because not only can you rearrange your pictures in your Instagram feed and see kind of like what goes together, but it's really cool because you can actually schedule your post. So you can, have your post, say you want to post every single day and you have a bunch of pictures to post. You can have one to be like, all right, post it on, August 2nd, post this one August 3rd, August 4th, August 5th at this time. So if you have like a business on Instagram and you have a bunch of different pictures, you don't have to you can have them just scheduled, just like you would schedule a YouTube video. So it's really cool, and a lot of bloggers use Planoly. So I like those apps. And let me show you guys lastly, before I end the video off, the app that you can use to make it look like you took pictures from a disposable camera. So it's called Hugie. So you just upload the picture from your camera roll. You can even choose if you want the date to be 98 or the date from the actual photo. I'm gonna do date to 98. Let me begin developing. Here is the picture. As you guys can see, it kind of has the date below and it looks like you took it from a disposable camera. And that is it for today's video. Let me know in the comments, what are your favorite photo editing apps? I would love to know. And that is it. I'm gonna sign off here. Thank you so much for watching. And let me know in the comments if you have any other video you would like to see from me next. I have a lookbook coming up in about 2 days on Friday, so be back for that. A summer how I style lookbook. I'm talking with my hands once again. And I will see you guys in my next video. Adios.